Hunter Biden is set to testify today in a closed-door deposition. It's part of the House GOP impeachment inquiry into his father.
Yeah, the deposition comes after Hunter's legal team initially refused House Republican subpoena for a private deposition, saying that he would only testify in public so his words could not be selectively leaked or manipulated. You might remember in January, Hunter and his attorney made a surprise appearance sitting in the audience at a House Oversight Committee meeting to vote on whether to hold him in contempt for refusing to appear before that same committee. The committee initially delayed that contempt vote before ultimately abandoning it. So how did we finally end up here?
Let's bring in NBC News senior investigative producer Sarah Fitzpatrick, who will help us sort it all out. Sarah, good to have you with us. So today's deposition, it's really over a year in the making. How did the House GOP and Hunter Biden finally reach a deal after all this drama we've seen play out to have them testify and to do it behind closed doors?
You're right. It's been a very, very long road. But ultimately, the stakes for both sides just became way too high. For House Republicans, they've made huge allegations. They've spent so much time, so many resources, and they're facing criticism internally and externally that they haven't produced clear evidence of a crime yet. For Hunter, he's facing serious charges in two separate cases, criminal cases related to taxes and the purchase of a gun. And those federal judges would not look favorably at him defying a subpoena and being held in contempt of Congress. It's just too risky, and so they made the choice to sit down.
So today's deposition comes after a string of some major setbacks for Republicans who have been pushing this inquiry. So last week, that former FBI informant who Republicans had used to help to justify this probe was arrested and accused of making up a lot of the stories that he had shared about the Biden family. That informant has pleaded not guilty. But tell us, what can we expect today, and what do Republicans hope to get out of Hunter Biden?
We're going to hear, and of course, we're not going to get the transcript for several days, but what will happen in this closed-door deposition will be Hunter Biden emphatically pushing back, talking directly to those members of Congress for the first time about the allegations that have been following him for years. He's going to acknowledge that he made, quote, mistakes, and he's going to talk about the role of his addiction in making those mistakes. But he's also very critically going to insist that his father, Joe Biden, had nothing to do with his businesses and did not benefit from them financially or otherwise. Republicans are going to focus on what they view as inconsistencies in prior witness statements, and they're going to drill down on phrasing in emails and other contemporaneous correspondence to try to get Hunter to acknowledge what they view as his selling of influence. Whether or not they're successful in that, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, realistically, how much further do you think Republicans can push this impeachment inquiry?
I think the answer is not much. While staffers insist that there are still more investigative steps ahead, more interviews, more subpoenas, they've told us that they are aiming for a report on their investigation to be complete by the spring. But we'll have to see if they stick to that timeline.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.